Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. First carry for the five-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Tomlinson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And now running right through it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Jaguars. LaDainian Tomlinson, 71 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gonzalez. And the ball is knocked out, and the Jags grab it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And he fires one incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's 3rd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll try and run. Tomlinson. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And this one is right through. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Calais Campbell able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Let's go! 3-2!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And Green with a catch left side. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go! Blue 58! Blue 58!
They'll drop to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Let's go! 3-2! 3-2!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Reed with it over the middle. A good pick up there of 20 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Looking to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. After the interception, here's Stafford. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right. And this is caught. A big play there. 58 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Eifert there to make the grab. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll be knocked down sideways. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. first down throw. Stafford. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break. Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Let's go! Blue 58! Blue 58!
On play action, they'll throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's go! Blue 58! Out of bounds! 3-2! 3-2! Let's go! Blue out of bounds!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught Eifert over the middle. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run on first down. Campbell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Let's go! 3-2!
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll keep it on the ground. Campbell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. And from the 3 now, it's second and goal. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. So backed up to the 6 now. Third and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw here. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. And the drive will start with a carry by LaDainian Tomlinson. And now running right through it. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Shift together here from the D-line. On the handoff, Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because
he's got a convoy and he might be gone. Touchdown, Jaguars. LaDainian Tomlinson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 27, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so confident.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Let's go. 3-2. 3-2. 3-2. 3-2.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Green. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Gonzalez. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Tony Gonzalez, 30 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. So they're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw again. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Luke Kuechly in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on 2nd and 10 now. Tomlinson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. A lot of scoring. There's no Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packers offense here, ready to go on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
He'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
To throw here. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And the back goes into motion. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that leads to a Green Bay first. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Halfback sent in motion. Back to throw now on first down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And fights through one man. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll go with the keeper. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Tomlinson on the handoff. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the end zone, Stafford. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. So 1:55 to go in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They run with LT. And some room to work. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now it's Stafford. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Tomlinson. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Tomlinson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Finding room to the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. LaDainian Tomlinson as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are in for 6. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The slot man in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Three-man line. Okay, so just play a three-man line. Watch the clock. 85. Orange left. Three-man line. Okay, so just play a three-man line.
In motion, Hill. They'll throw now on the final play. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him near the 25. And now out come the Giants. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The play clock's running down. And this is Tomlinson. And he's got room. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're going to face a third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On third down, LaDainian Tomlinson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
So they will go for it. Stafford. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Giants a 1st down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually...
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, open is Thomas. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now in desperation. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Barry Church. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Throwing here, Stafford. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee. The storyline of this one, Charles.
You